Week 3 of the National Football League, and we're going to see a rematch from last season's wild card games. It's the Rams and the Cards, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment, running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 29, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Purdy. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the Rams looking for win number 2 on the year. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, Purdy. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Play action. Now Purdy. This one brought in by Jefferson. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. An opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll go down at the 28. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here this last few plays. It moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Conner. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Conner. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and predicted.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's a result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,900.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. Looking sideline, incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half, and you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Murray. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Open man is Anderson. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Prater's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The final shot before break. Purdy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams, and they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, They, too, have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On play action, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Murray a give. This is Connor. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Connecting with Cup here on the out route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this.
And it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy gonna let one fly for Robinson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Play fake. Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Finding Ertz again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray being chased out left. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. This for the lead in the final stages. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 2, and time a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Purdy's throw here hauled in by Cup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Purdy to throw. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here's Purdy. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. A give up the middle to Akers. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Los Angeles, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.